Regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Thursday, February 27, 2025. Is everybody called to order? Have a roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Trustee Tammin Clark.
Present.
Trustee Clark present. Trustee Andre Dorsey.
Present.
Trustee Dorsey present. Trustee Vincent Liger.
Present.
Trustee Liger present. Trustee ex officio member Cindy Richardson.
Present.
Ex officio member Richardson present. Trustee Ronald Russell. Trustee Russell absent. At roll call, Trustee Leona Smith.
Absent. Oh.
Trustee Leona Smith. Yes, she was. Trustee Wayne Colwood.
Present.
Trustee Colwood present. Mr. Chairman, there are 4 members present, 2 absent.
Thank you. Are there any comments and suggestions from retirees?
Point of information, Chair. Are you supposed to recognize Cindy Richardson as well?
We did.
Okay,
Yes.
I catch it. Okay, thank you.
Are there any comments and suggestions from retirees? Are there any comments and suggestions from active members? Hearing none, can I have a motion to amend the agenda to add after the secretary's minutes to go to the discussion about the limited retiree loan program, followed by the treasurer's report, followed by the investment officer's report.
So move.
Second.
No one the administrator.
We'll get to that.
Oh,
So we're going to, so Trustee Dorsey moves, Trustee Clark second.
no, in terms of.
Once we finish this item, then we continue on.
Oh, okay.
We move by Trustee Dorsey, seconded by Trustee Clark. Have a roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Trustee Tammin Clark.
Yes.
Trustee Clark, yes. Trustee Andre Dorsey.
Yes.
Trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Vincent Liger.
Yes.
Trustee Liger, yes. Trustee Ronald Russell. Trustee Russell absent. Trustee Leona Smith. Trustee Smith absent. Trustee Wayne Colwood.
Present. Yes.
Are you present?
Yes.
Yes.
Trustee Smith, Trustee Smith.
Oh, Trustee
I was trying to say Trustee Smith present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Trustee Smith. Present. Oh. I mean, yes.
Are you present?
No. Trustee Smith, yes. Mr. Chairman, 5 yea, 1 absent.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we're on to the secretary's minutes from the January 23rd, 2025 meeting. Are there any edits or corrections? Hearing none, can I have a motion to accept the secretary minutes from January 23rd, 2025?
So move.
Second.
Moved by Trustee Dorsey, seconded by Trustee Clark. Have a roll call, please.
Trustee Tammin Clark.
Yes.
Trustee Clark, yes. Trustee Andre Dorsey.
Yes.
Trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Liger.
Yes.
Trustee Liger, yes. Trustee Ronald Russell. Trustee Russell absent. Trustee Leona Smith.
Yes.
Trustee Smith, yes. Trustee Wayne Colwood.
Yes.
Trustee Colwood, yes. Mr. Chairman, 5 yea, 1 absent.
Thank you. Next up, the limited retiree loan program. As discussed in the investment committee meeting, there was a recommendation out of the investment committee the full board to approve the a limited retiree loan program. The agreed parameters were a maximum loan amount of 7,500, minimum loan amount 2,500, maximum term of the loan for 5 years, the interest rate of 8% per annum. The portfolio size, a total of $15 million, with a breakdown of $7.5 million per district. The authorization would be for 1 year, just as we did for the active employee loan program. I got a motion.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
What's that question? Russell? So she wants to ask a question?
I think it was a single one.
Okay. All right, and this recommendation came out of the investment committee meeting with a full recommendation to the board. So at this time, I'm asking for a motion to adopt the recommendation from the investment committee.
So move.
By
Second.
trustee. Seconded by
Second.
trustee Russell, second.
I think I heard trustee Smith.
I second it.
Trustee Smith, second.
Trustee Smith, second. Somebody gets on in the back.
I think when trustee Russell opens his mic, there's background.
Have a roll call, please.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Trustee Clark,
Present.
we're voting on the motion.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I went to roll call. Yes. I'm sorry.
Trustee Clark, yeah. Trustee Andre Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Liger,
Yes.
trustee Liger, yes. Trustee Ronald Russell,
Yes.
trustee Russell, yes. Trustee Leona Smith,
Yes.
trustee Smith, yes. Trustee Colwood, Dwayne Colwood,
Yes.
trustee Colwood, yes. Mr. Chairman, 6 yea.
Thank you. Next up, the treasurer's report.
Chair of Trustees.
Honestly.
This is the government employees retirement system schedule of receipts and disbursements for the month ending January 31st, 2025. Receipts from loan repayment, $644,739. Year to date, 1.6 million. Rents from tenants, 290,000. Year to date, 408,288. Employer retirement contributions, 8,115,523. Year to date, 28,685,308. Employee retirement contribution, 4,076,795. Year to date, 14,714,116. We have a total collection for the month of January of 13,153,190. Year to date, 149,490,332. Disbursements, we have annuity payments of 22,875,867. Year to date, 94,117,164. Administrative expenses, 1,852,838. Year to date, 6,478,271. We have refund of contributions, $389,052 year to date, $4,808,767 for a total disbursement of $25,131,026. Year to date disbursement, we have $104,720,773 for a net cash deficit in the month of January of $11,977,836. Year to date net cash surplus of $44,769,550. For the Haverside Mall, schedule of receipts and disbursements, we collected a total of $601,023. Year to date, $2,031,872. We dispersed a total of $361,036. Year to date, $1,465,419. We have a net cash surplus for the month of January of $239,987. A year-to-date cash surplus of $566,452. And that's the end of the general's report.
Thank you, Ms. Jeremiah. Any questions for CFO?
I just had a quick question, Chair. Ms. Jeremiah, what was the amount we had to draw down?
The general. That's about. 60 million.
Okay, thank you. I had no other questions, Chair.
All right, thank you. Anybody else have any questions for CFO? Thank you for the report, Ms. Jeremiah. Can I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
So moved.
second,
Moved by trustee Dorsey, seconded by trustee Smith. Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Trustee Tamman Clark,
Yes.
trustee Clark, yes. Trustee Andre Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Vincent Liger,
Yes.
trustee Liger, yes. Trustee Ronald Russell, trustee Russell, trustee Russell not voting. Trustee Leona Smith,
yes,
trustee Leona Smith, yes. Trustee Dwayne Colwood,
Yes.
trustee Colwood, yes. Mr. Chairman, 5 yes, 1 not voting.
Thank you. Next up.
Actually, I can't even see if trustee Russell is still present, because can we remove that screen so we can see who's present?
He's on the line, sir.
I can't see. Where is Mr. Moses? Why is that screen still up?
Henderson. Mr. Henderson.
Oh, Henderson, oh, okay, it's projected, okay, all right. But normally we have to rely on the screen to see who's participating.
Yeah, the other trustees indicated that he's present, they could see.
Okay, we need to hit the screen. Work every time.
Okay, Mr. Henderson, proceed.
Good morning, trustees. This is the investment portfolio report as of January 31st, 2025. Just to highlight some of the activity in the market for the month. Global equities delivered positive returns with the European shares outperforming other regions. On the US or domestic side, shares advanced in January, but underperformed compared to other regions. While the information technology sector declined due to DeepSeek's challenge, China's startup DeepSeek challenge to US prominence in artificial intelligence. Other sectors such as communication services, healthcare, and financial services saw gains. Also, the Federal Reserve maintained interest rates and indicated no further cuts were imminent. Alongside that, we also had President Trump commencing his second mid-month second top mid-month, boosting investor sentiment with his America First policies. Although tariff threats, caused market volatility at month's end. In the Eurozone, shares started 2025 strongly in the Eurozone, with January's gains surpassing other regions due to a rotation away from US tech stocks and easing trade tariff concerns. Top performing sectors include healthcare, financials, and notably banks in the Eurozone. And emerging markets rose in US dollar terms in January. A softer US dollar provided some relief, but tariff risk weighed on markets as President Trump took office. And on the fixed income side, in January, it presented a contrasting trends in the global government bond market. A weak start was followed by a strong rebound, driven largely by positive inflation news. Investment-grade corporate credit spreads in the U.S. remain tight. High-yield markets perform positively, bolstered by a healthy economy, strong corporate earnings, and attractive yields. As it relates to the performance in the plan, with that activity, total plan returned 2.2% for the month. Fiscal year to date, the plan is up 1.7%. Total domestic equity returned 3.2% for the month. Fiscal year to date, domestic equity is up 6.3%. Total international equity returned 4.4% for the month. Contributing to that was developed market equity return at 5.3% and emerging market return at 1.8%. Total international equity fiscal year to date was down though at about 3.8% overall for the fiscal year. Total domestic fixed income returned 0.9%. Our investment grade bonds returned 0.5%. Our TIPS portfolio returned 1.3%. Our high yield bonds portfolio returned 1.4%. And our cash gave us about 0.4%. Also, total alternatives returned 0.5%. What did that transpire to in terms of cash flow and dollars? So we ended the month at approximately $547.8 million in market value in the fund. We had a beginning market value of about $545.9 million. We had a net cash flow of $46,472. We had income of about $358,000. We had an unrealized appreciation in the portfolio of about $11.5 million. That brought us to an ending market value of $547.8 million. Fiscal year to date, we began the fiscal year at about $497.2 million. So far, we have a net cash flow of about $41.5 million. Total income so far, $874,000. We have an unrealized appreciation fiscal year to date of $8.3 million. That brought us to, again, back to that ending market value of $547.8 million. As it pertains to raising cash for the month, to have cash on hand to pay benefits and expenses, we raised $19 million in the month of January, and that $19 million was respectively taken from the Russell 1000, the MSCI EFA, the U.S. Aggregate Bond Index, and also the U.S. High Yield Bond Index. As it relates to fees that we paid for investment management, custodian and consulting fees, for the month we paid $109,000. Since this month January began the calendar year as well, so $109,000. And fiscal year to date, we've paid about $208,000 in management fees. For securities lending fiscal year to date, we've won about $920, and those funds we've reinvested back into the respective portfolios. So if you look at the current allocation of the portfolio, we have about 167.2 in domestic equity, about 100 million in international equity. We have about 193.8 million in domestic fixed income. Our alternative assets This is excluding our member loans and our office complexes, both at St. Thomas and St. Croix, at 66.7 million. And we had cash on hand at about $21 million total, estimated. Mr. Chairman, trustee, that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Henderson. Are there any questions for the investment officer? Hearing none, can I have a motion to accept the investment officer's report?
So moved.
So moved.
Moved by trustee Dorsey, seconded by trustee Clark. Have a roll call, please.
Trustee Tamman Clark,
Yes.
trustee Clark, yes. Trustee Andre Dorsey,
Yes.
trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Vincent Lighter, trustee Vincent Lighter, trustee Lighter not voting. Trustee Ronald Russell,
Yes.
trustee Russell, yes. Trustee Leona Smith,
Trustee Liger, yes.
trustee Lighter reported as yes. Trustee Leona Smith,
Okay, she's having comment. But that's the issues which she will try to cover in the open.
trustee Dwayne Caldwell,
Yes.
trustee Caldwell, yes. Mr. Chairman, 5 yea, 1 not voting.
Thank you. Next up, Lloyd, any communications and correspondences?
No, so.
All right, hearing none. Chairman's report. I traveled to Washington, D.C. as part of a delegation to meet with Delegate Plaskett and also both Democrat and Republican members of the House Ways and Means Committee. That was from February 11th to February 14th. That's it. The conclusion of the chairman's report. Administrator?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, did you get my vote for yes?
The last vote of trustee Smith, you were recorded as absent. We will now change that to yes. So, Mr. Chairman, there was a total 6 yes for the acceptance of the investment officers.
Thank you.
Report. Continuing the administrator's report, beginning with meetings, presentations, and appearances. And these are highlights, of course. January 22nd, participated in contract discussions with Linear Solutions, which is providing us with support for our migration from V3 version 8 to Velocity. January 23rd, we had our Board of Trustees meeting. January 24th, you have a planning meeting with executive staff and also meeting with our Hampton by Hilton developer. January 27th, attended the Governor's State of the Territory address. January 28th, participated in a meeting with Delegate Stacy Plaskett and the Board of Trustees here at the GERS. February 4th, we conducted a new trustee orientation for our new trustee, Mr. Tamman Clark. February 7th, we had a Velocity upgrade planning and preparation meeting. February 11th through the 14th, as alluded to by the chairman, I too traveled with him to and from Washington, D.C. At the invitation of Delegate Plaskett to meet with various House of Representative members regarding increase of round tax turnover rates and its attendant benefit to the GERS. February 18th, I participated in a Haven site website review with our consultant ideas. February 20th, participated in an employee grievance hearing, Biotech GIRA update meeting, and the Linear project status touch points. That concludes the meetings, presentations, and appearances highlights. Continuing with the member services report. As of January 15th, 2025, there were 24 applications received in between St. Thomas and St. Croix, and they are presently pending processing, and there was a carry forward remaining from prior years of 118 cases for a total of 153 cases. I'm sorry, 118 from 2024 cases from prior years add up to 153 pending cases. With regards to refunds through January 2025, we have completed 46 cases totaling some $407,000, and there are 100 cases remaining that are being processed. Death benefits, we have processed thus far a total of 9 cases, totaling $107,203, with 62 cases remaining pending. Annuity payments, cumulative dollars paid out from October 1st, 2024 through February 15, 2025, total $101,676,115.29. Number of retirees added to the payroll for the fiscal year thus far, 108. Through February 15th, number of retirees added to the payroll for the February 15, 2025 pay date is 9. Number of retirees expected to be placed on payroll for February 28th is also 9. Number of retirees deleted from the payroll through February 15th, 118. As of February 15th, the gross retiree payroll semi-monthly has arrived at $11.3 million. Our disbursements to retirees, the total 9,436 units, 7,718 of those are within the territory, and 1,718 are outside of the territory. With regards to the loan portfolio, we have a total of 2,303 active personal loans and 67 legacy mortgage loans for a total of 2,370 loans, which are fairly evenly distributed between the two districts. Total outstandings in terms of dollars for loans is $22.1 million. 11.6 million of that is on St. John, or in the St. Thomas and John district, and 10.5 million of that is in the St. Croix district. Regarding our operations unit report, the St. Croix office complex, there's some information regarding our HVAC, or heating, ventilation, and air conditioning systems. We will not bore you with the details other than to assure you that we remain on top of our HVAC systems. On St. Thomas, the St. Thomas office complex, I'm happy to report that the southern flat roof renovation and the western flat roof renovations are complete. So we're 100% complete with our roofing work. And we have received, if I'm not mistaken, the warranty from the manufacturer, the work having been satisfactorily completed. Regarding Havenside Mall, the hotel project continues apace. It's now at 80% complete. Guest room windows and roof work are completed. Interior and exterior finishings are underway. And those of us who have built a house or engaged in any construction know that the interior work is always quite complicated. So that is proceeding at pace as well. Microturbine microturbine work for the electrical plants is nearing completion, and testing is scheduled for the end of February. Regarding the Haven Sites Mall generator, the Haven Site Mall proper generator, we had some issues with the legacy generator, but that is back online as we complete the commissioning of the new generator that has been installed. As far as rental and electricity collections, we have collected fiscal year to date $577,407.53. We do have some arrearage, approximately $102,000. The rental arrearage is $41,000 and some change. The electrical arrearage is a bit over $60,000, and we're working as usual with the Department of Justice and the Division of Personnel regarding their payments, which are usually fruitful after some resistance, unless our good ex officio member Richardson, not to put her on the spot, but if she has any updates, we'd be happy to have those at this time. If not, that's fine. We work very well with her staff.
Yeah, like I said, everything has been processed. It's at the Department of Finance. I can confirm that our February payment for rent has should have been received yesterday to include the late fee as well.
Excellent. We shall confirm. Thank you. So, Senior Deputy Administrator Gomes, if you would follow up on that matter, please. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, that concludes the administrator's report.
Are there any questions for the administrator? Hearing none, the investment committee met on Tuesday. You may receive an update from our investment advisors with respect to the performance of the portfolio, as well as some slight outlook forward. We also in our meeting discussed the parameters of the limited retiree loan program. Next order of business, our presentation of the property appraisal reports. So I'm not sure if I would like to speak to that.
Sure, I'll keep it fairly brief. Let me indicate that for our next board retreat, we do plan to invite our appraisers to come and be one of the experts that presents to the board. However, I don't want to wait until the summer to share what I would consider to be very good news with regards to the appraisal of our properties. That we have received recent updates to the appraised values of our St. Croix office complex or St. Thomas office complex, and most significantly, the Haven Site Mall. On St. Croix, we saw the value of that property based on the appraisal, and this is important because it also affects our financial statements. These appraised values are used as the values that are carried on our balance sheet. On St. Croix, we saw an increase in the value of our property between 2021 and 2024 when the field work was done for the appraisal from $3.3 million to $3.4 million. And the trustees do have the appraisal reports in their package. And on St. Thomas, even better news, we saw the appraised value of this complex that we're sitting in go from $8 million in 2021 to $10.4 million in 2024. And that is a tribute to the excellent, diligent work taken in maintaining these properties, as well as the economic viability due to the rental income that we received from both of them. With regards to the Havenside Mall, in 2017, that property, that investment was valued at $41 million. As of 2024, it is valued at $46.5 million, an increase of some $5.5 million. But even better is that with the development of the hotel property, when that is stabilized, open and stabilized next year, and the revenue stream kicks in from that, the value of the Havenside property will be $58.7 million, $59 million, which would be an increase of some $18 million over the period. So I think this is a tribute to the vision and the wisdom of partnering with Haven developers to develop that property. We will benefit both in terms of cash flow, as there will be rental minimums that we receive, which could be exceeded by the percentage of revenue for the lease that was negotiated. And we're also increasing the value that this property is carried on our balance sheet. So this is very exciting news, positive news, and I'm very happy to be sharing this. We will be getting into the details of the way that it was appraised, our properties were appraised, as I indicated in our retreat when we invite the appraisers to come and present.
For that report. Are there any questions? All right, privileges of the floor. Have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Trustee Dorsey.
So move.
Okay.
Moved by Trustee Dorsey, seconded by Trustee Clark. Help me.
Yes, sir. Trustee Tamman Clark.
Yes.
Trustee Clark, yes. Trustee Andre Dorsey.
Yes.
Trustee Dorsey, yes. Trustee Vincent Lighter.
Yes.
Trustee, yes. Trustee Ronald Russell. Trustee Ronald Russell.
Yes.
Trustee Russell, yes. Trustee Leona Smith.
Yes.
Trustee Smith, yes. Trustee Dwayne Caldwell.
Yes.
Trustee Caldwell, yes. Mr. Chairman, 6-year.
All right, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen, and staff. Especially staff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.